I feel like having a jury from people my age, they can understand it from my perspective because, they see this stuff firsthand as well. So it's like, oh, I understand where she's coming from, why she did what she did, or it could be the opposite. I don't know why she did that. If that were me, I would have done something different. It could also give me a different view on like what I should have done instead. I had to go to court, of course, and I had 20 hours of volunteer hours. One of the places I volunteered was, well, both of the places really, but it was here at the school, and I was helping out with the boys basketball, and their coach, he knew what was going on and stuff, so he was just like talking to me about it and stuff. And he's a wise person, I would say, so he was just giving me advice and stuff, what not to do and what to do and stuff. He was very cool. Mr. P was actually very good for me because my mom had to leave while I was there, so he was a family friend, legal guardian, and he actually made it a lot better for me. I was a little nervous. He made it to where I wouldn't be so nervous, and he was telling me, oh, like, be like this and say this, explain yourself and stuff. He just made it real good for me. Speed, she also made it good for me because she explained everything to my mother and stuff. And yeah, the people I was volunteering for, they really gave me like a second insight on the stuff and why I shouldn't have did what I did, what I could do to be better. I think it helped me because I know I don't want to do that again. So if I don't want to go through the process, I wouldn't do what I did to get there in the first place. Because it's not as much pressure. You're not gonna, it makes you feel like what you did, I'm not gonna say what you did wasn't bad because a lot of people go there for doing bad things, but it's like, oh, you get a second view on it. Like, this is your second chance. You can think about it differently from here because if this is it was a calmer setting than actually being in front of a real judge or real courthouse and stuff. So I feel like it would give you less anxiety, I would say. I feel like everything that happened I already knew, but like I just needed somebody to tell me, like, oh, you're not supposed to do this, and oh, it's better if you do, like, just guide me on doing it. Because we're young and learning, so a second, instead of like, oh, just going straight into juvenile court, like, you get this second chance to look at it again. It's like, oh yeah, let me change my ways, because you're still young. People who go to teen court are teens, they're young, they don't understand the world really, so I think that teen court is just a better route to go. You wouldn't repeat the same thing over and over. You don't want to be here again, and it's only going to get worse if you keep doing it. So, because it was stressful and a long process, this happened back in October. It is April. And I'm still doing stuff for it, so it's like, I don't think I would want to go through that long process again. And then on top of that, like, my mom, she's always like on me about doing what I needed to do because she doesn't want me to have a charge either. So it's like, oh, you need to do it. Yeah, you need to get on top of that. Ooh, it's just, yeah, kind of stressful. It's not a bad thing because I had to be a part of the jury at a point in time too. It's actually like, oh, you get to hear other people's opinions and stuff, and it gives you like a view of pretty much like the real world, because when you get older, you're gonna have to do the same thing regardless. But it's just, it can help you prep. Like, yeah, it can help you prep for the real world. It gives you a view on the judicial world side of things. Like, yeah, the judicial world, like how life would be, but it's not a bad process at all. You don't do anything but sit there and listen to situations and then give your opinion on it pretty much. It's more of an opinion based. It's not like it's a bad thing to do. It also could help the person you're listening to, because you could be understanding where they're coming from and help them out as well, because like I've been through the process the kids really helped me out. So it's like, it was good for me. They understood where I was coming from and stuff. So if I were somebody in the jury, I would want to do the same because I understand where that person is coming from. I don't think it's a way for people to get away with what they did. I feel like it's, like I said, like just pretty much a second chance. Like this is like a warning. Like they're putting it on you easy this go time because it could be your first offense or it's not as bad as it could have been. So I feel like going to teen court is just, it's not really a way to get away with what you did because either way you're gonna get some type of punishment from it, like volunteer hours. You could write an essay or whatever, but it's not the worst thing that could happen to you as in going to juvenile court. So I feel like it's just an easier process.